Well, the rise of the internet has had a massive impact on the news business. More and more people now get their news online, and that has led to lower ad revenue and job losses at traditional media outlets. The changes have made it especially challenging for those pursuing a career in journalism. CCTV's Karina Huber has more on what this means for the latest crop of graduates from one of the top journalism schools in the United States.
This is Columbia University's annual job fair for its journalism students. 143 media companies prospect here for some of the best young talent in America. Katie Worth, who is about to graduate, met with a dozen companies. She says 4 of them had jobs to offer. The rest only had internships or freelance opportunities.
I thought it was productive. You know, even though the job market is bad, there's still people out there doing some hiring.
Hiring at legacy organizations like the Washington Post and Time magazine has been shrinking over the last decade. Big American broadcasters like CNN and ABC have also been cutting jobs. Today's employers are overwhelmingly new media outlets like BuzzFeed and Vice.
There's no question that the job market is changing dramatically for journalism. There's a great amount of disruption.
The Associate Dean of Columbia's Journalism School says media companies expect their students to graduate with a broader skill set than in the past. She also says grads shouldn't expect to get a staff position.
What I have seen is a much greater movement towards freelance work than there may have been 10 or 15 years ago, so that you don't see our students necessarily graduating, taking a staff position at a major news organization and staying there for 20 years.
Columbia's Graduate School of Journalism is one of the world's top journalism schools, and many of its students, like Katie, already had experience in the industry. It's competitive and expensive. Tuition for the full-year program tops $56,000.
The median entry-level salary for a journalist in the U.S. is under $40,000. This has caused some to question whether pricey journalism schools are worth the investment. For Katie, who has received some scholarship money and financial aid, it is.
For me, it was worth it because I wanted to do more ambitious journalism and I wanted mentorship, and I'm getting that from some of the best journalists in the world here.
She also says despite the challenges, there's nothing else she'd rather do.
Journalism is a hard job, and it's not very well compensated, but for a lot of us it's a labor of love, and you know, if you have a hunger for it and there's nothing else you can think of to do that's as fun or interesting, then you just make it happen.
As this journalism school has made clear to its class of 2015, making it happen in today's job market may require a lot more skill and stamina than it ever did before. Karina Huber, CCTV, New York.